November 916, the helicopter just went by. He's making right close traffic. Runway 32, clear for takeoff, on course approved.
Clear for takeoff on course with the helicopter in sight, 5916.
Helicopter 5 Foxtrot Tango Tower.
5 Foxtrot Tango.
Yeah, do not start your crosswind early without asking the tower, please.
Roger that. Sorry about that. 5 Foxtrot Tango.
I didn't think that was early.
Looked good to me.
Yeah.
Glad they have more traffic out here that they're worried about.
Well, helicopters are supposed to fly their pattern to avoid the flow of fixed-wing traffic, and I thought that's what he did, but whatever.
Nashua Tower, Skyhawk 10833, ready for takeoff.
Skyhawk 10833, Nashua Tower, runway 32, clear for takeoff, make right close traffic, report midfield.
Clear for takeoff, right traffic, 833.
Nash Tower, Aero 280 November Delta, ready, 32, departing to the west.
Aero 280 November Delta, Nashua Tower, hold for traffic.
Holding for traffic, 280 November Delta. Nashua Tower, 5 Foxtrot Tango.
Stand by. Aero 0 November Delta, runway 32, clear for takeoff, on course approved to the west.
Clear for takeoff, 280 November Delta.
Scott, gate 33 is Cessna off the departure end on the right turn, east eastbound.
833, we have him.
Helicopter 5 Foxtrot Tango Tower.
Are we clear for the option 5 Foxtrot Tango?
Helicopter 5 Foxtrot Tango, runway 32, clear for the option.
Clear for the option, 32 for Foxtrot Tango. Nashua Tower, good morning. Cutlass 9301 Bravo, one short runway 32 for departure to the west.
Cutlass 9301 Bravo, Nashua Tower, hold for traffic.
Alright, hold for traffic 01 Bravo.
What's the clock time or ticket down there for?
That's our estimated time en route to destination, so we're 14 minutes from Hampton.
Okay.
Midfield right downwind for the option.
Scott, gate 33, continue on down and I'll call you base for a couple departures.
You call up base, 833.
So you can see traffic on there. We can click on the traffic page. We'll zoom in. So that guy's at our altitude. Ground speed's 95 knots. Closer rate is -57, so you can see he's diverging from us.
Oh, no kidding.
There's a little projected track line right there.
Right.
Zoom out just a little bit and see some more. Ground speed's 114 knots. This one's 500 feet above us. The little up arrow means he's climbing. Oh, there you go. Southwest 6597. So Southwest is transmitting ADSB.
Up to 5 Foxtrot Tango, sidestep to Alpha, please, and proceed down Alpha to Delta.
585 Echo Juliet. ground speed, that's their ground track, that's our closure rate with that traffic.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
Nash Tower, Aero 280, November Delta, request frequency change.
Aero 0 November Delta, frequency change approved. Call it 01 Bravo, runway 32, clear for takeoff, on course approved to the west.
Right, on course approved, clear for takeoff, runway 32, 01 Bravo.
Scott, gate 33, traffic, Cutlass taking a runway for departure, runway 32, clear for the option.
Clear for the option 32. 833.
So do you just have it trimmed out, or?
I got the autopilot on right now.
Okay.
Nashua Tower 249 November Delta. Were we holding short 32, left turn westbound? Just west of Nashua, climbing to 3,000 feet, like flight following for air work here in a few miles before me.
Or 0 November Delta, squawk 5163 in ident.
Know who that is?
No.
I don't either. I'm not very good at that.
Is that approach?
Yep.
Oh.
Just switched over.
Aero 0 November Delta, radar contact 5 miles west of the Nashua Airport, Boston altimeter 3022, and what else would you like to do
That's
the airwork?
Chris Diamond.
It'll be between 2,000 and possibly up to 6,000.
Or 0 November Delta, roger, just report on station.
We'll report on station 0 November Delta.
So then this antenna, does that show up here? Yep. You see that little yellow thing right there?
Yep.
So that shows, I don't remember what all the parameters are, but that'll show red if we were in closer relationship to it vertically.
Okay. That's not closer vertically?
I mean, we're not going to hit it. It's well below. You know, we're at, you could look up and see the height of it if you want to pull out the sectional. But we're comfortably above it. So right now we're coming out from that lower shelf of the Charlie.
Yep.
So another second here we'll climb up to something below 2,500 feet. And then very shortly after that we'll be able to be at whatever altitude we want. So we'll climb up just a little bit.
Boston departure, good morning. Cutlass 9301 Bravo. Climbing 1,700 for 5,000 westbound.
Cutlass 9301 Bravo, Boston departure, ident, say request for Manchester.
Alright, copy. So there's your ident, and we're just heading west from Nashua to the practice area.
And now we're completely outside the lateral limits of the Charlie.
Approach 2 radios transmitted the last time there, so either got through. November 01 Bravo, I haven't heard any transmissions except for that last one. A request for Manchester, radar contact 2 miles west of the Nashua Airport.
Alright, sir, no request for Manchester, just heading westbound to the practice area.
November 01 Bravo, roger, what altitude would you like to work at?
5,500.
I'd like to work between 2,000 and 5,000, sir.
01 Bravo, roger, be advised, traffic's 12 o'clock and 5 miles westbound, also maneuvering into the practice area to play between 2 and 6,000.
Apparently Nashua needs more practice.
So when I type in the next frequency there, if I hit transfer, it'll make that frequency active. I can hit monitor, and even though it's the same radio, I can monitor the secondary frequency and stay on that one.
Or 0 November Delta,
or I can hit the find button.
Cheers, 5 Echo Juliet, contact
Recent
approach
frequencies, near frequencies, as far as what the airspace is, all that kind of stuff. You can save user defined frequencies for like a speed dial kind of deal.
5 Echo Juliet, just verify 118.25.
118.25. 585 Echo Juliet.
So then, let's say you don't know anything about Hampton Airfield.
Okay. We're not too far off from it, but...
No, but I mean, it's in our backyard. I mean, we're familiar enough. But if you didn't hit the waypoint button, airport button, now there's your basic stuff. So elevation 93 feet. Runway 220 shows you what that looks like. It'll show you the layout of the runways. It's more interesting if there's more runways. There are no instrument procedures. You could click on that and get approach plates or whatever. Runways, we already saw that. Pilot control lighting is on 22.4. That's a button. If I wanted to push that, that would load that frequency into the radio.
Wow.
So left traffic, 2,100 foot runway, 121 feet, hard surface. They paved it a couple years ago. We can go to the frequencies tab. So Unicom's 122.8, and then the lighting is on 122.4.
They're just buttons.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Yep. Weather data, there is no weather. Where we have ADSB in, we could pick up weather that way. If you want to get XM, that's something you can add on to that. No NOTAMs for the airport.
And is that all real-time updates for like the NOTAMs and stuff, or do you have to go in and say, hey, give me the newest NOTAMs?
I believe that the NOTAMs come through via ADSB, but I'm not 100% sure of that.
Okay.
I'm almost sure, positive of that, but that's not something I've really messed that closely with. And that's something that I always, if I'm going somewhere, that's something I look into before I fly there.
Right.
But then if you divert somewhere, then obviously that's a different consideration, especially if it's diverting somewhere that you didn't plan on. And the other side of that is wintertime when there's crappy weather out and there's like field conditions are updating all the time.
Yep.
You know, maybe it was 5 hours ago that you checked NOTAMs and the field conditions changed 3 times since then. So we're listening up on East Sector now.
Number 70, uniform traffic, 11 o'clock, pass into 12 o'clock eastbound. About 3 miles, altitude case 2,500, type unknown.
It's probably us.
I have the traffic inside 470 uniform.
Number 6 Sierra Tango, traffic no factor.
No factor, 6 Sierra Tango.
That's probably the guy we're looking at right there, but he's not transmitting ADSB, so we don't get his tail number.
That's pretty sweet.
Yes.
Then again, I imagine this setup is pretty costly.
Yes. Yeah, installed, I want to say just this box was like pretty close to 20,000.
Is that box with the antennas and stuff necessary, or just okay?
Yep. That was about $5,000.
Wow. I don't know though. That might be worth 20 grand if you fly a lot.
I think so.
Yeah.
I'm at GTN 750. I really like it. You can see Portsmouth in the distance over there. You can just barely see the hangars and the runway going that way.
Oh yeah.
And then that's Great Bay to this side of it.
That's the ocean.
And Boston Center Station,
sure?
915 Whiskey Charlie's on that southbound line.
5 Whiskey Charlie, roger. And how far southbound do you plan on going?
10.15 miles, 915 Whiskey Charlie.
Roger.
So that one's 300 feet below us. That's just a couple of miles away. So if you look off our 11 o'clock out the window.
10 o'clock, 4 miles, altitude case 3,700. Appears to be heading westbound at this time, but it looks like he was orbiting there shortly before. Type unknown.
We'll be looking for traffic, 6 Sierra Tango.
So they're level at 300 feet below us.
For 70 uniform, additional traffic, 1 o'clock and 4 miles southwestbound, altitude case 2,200.
There he goes.
Oh.
I'm looking for the traffic, 470 uniform.
Wow.
That'll be 9184 Yankee, and we have that traffic. Gotcha.
Over 984 Yankee, roger.
All right, we're 5 miles out, so we'll switch over to Hampton Unicom.
Orange traffic, King Air 608 Foxtrot Bravo is 5 miles to the west, inbound for runway 19er. Orange.
So we'll set up to overfly the airport, get a look at the windsock, traffic, that kind of thing, and we'll stay above their pattern.
Okay. Where's she at? In the clearing here with like the 5, 6 buildings?
Yep. I'm just trying to put it up my window so I can see the windsock. You know what I mean? Hampton traffic, Skyline 916 is 2 miles west, setting up to overfly the field at 2000 Hampton.
Nashua traffic 919 is turning phase 2 below Nashua.
Orange traffic, King Air 608 Foxtrot Bravo, joining a trip.
Have you done much flying?
No.
Nashua traffic 919.
What you expected?
Final 2 below Nashua.
Yeah. So last September, I went up in an Aero for a pre-flight training session
Cool.
and hated it.
You hated it?
Yeah, the ride was just terribly rough.
Oh, yeah, that happens sometimes.
So I flew with Serafino a couple times, and it's been a nice ride. So this would be my 4th time in a plane like this.
Cool. It's like a direct crosswind.
Perfect.
We're the only ones out here.
And Marshfield traffic, Skyline 4 Bravo Fox, about a mile south, just over the water on a photo mission, 1500 feet. We'll be circling for about 2 minutes.
Well, just because we can, I'll put the beach out your window while we swing around for a downwind entry.
Okay.
What was the plane circling for a photo mission?
Just south, about a mile south of the center line, Marshfield.
Okay, Roger. We've got another survey plane in the bay. Should be a factor for you. We're operating south.
Okay, thanks. We'll be looking for Bravo Fox for 1500.
Hampton traffic, Skyline 916, 2 miles to the southeast, setting up for a 45 entry to the left, down runway 20, Hampton. Hampton traffic, Skyline 916, midfield left downwind 20 Hampton. Looks like a KC-135 straight ahead. Area is 2,000 feet above. You see that little dotted line going north-south right there?
Yep.
That is the, that's showing the extended runway center lines, just for like a situational awareness kind of thing for you.
That's awesome.
Orange traffic, RV November 3977 Golf, approximately 5 miles to the southeast at 2,500. We'll be inbound for runway 19, entering on the downwind for 19. Orange traffic.
Nashua traffic 919 is turning downwind 24 Nashua.
Hampton traffic, Skyline 916, short final 20 Hampton.
And Marshfield 4 Bravo Fox, we're through the photo op, returning to Plymouth. We have 949er in sight.
Hampton traffic, Skyline 916, off runway 20 Hampton.
An interesting approach.
What's that?
Being down below the trees like that.
Oh yeah, well, you want to get on the ground, right?
No, it's just, it's weird that they would set an airport up like that.
Yep. It used to be a lot tighter than that.
Oh, I didn't know they had a cafe here. Huh.
Final looks clear. Good to go?
Good.
Airspeed's live. Well clear of any obstacles. And we're all cleaned up.
There we go. I didn't realize there was even hangars on the west side of the airport.
402, 15 November, twin session, right, well, we'll fly on runway 25 south.